Feel free to check out my TeePublic after the video. Operation Robinson Crusoe: King Kong vs. Ebirah was a co-production between Toho and Rankin Bass Productions, who gave Toho a license to use King Kong to create a tie-in film for their cartoon, The King Kong Show. However, Rankin Bass weren't too impressed with what Toho came up with, so they replaced Kong with Godzilla, and we got Godzilla, Ebirah, Mothra, Great Duel in the South Seas. Or as you may know it as, Ebirah, Horror of the Deep, or Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. Don't worry, we'll get back to Kong later. After a group of men search for a boat to find the missing brother of Ryota, played by Toru Watanabe, they eventually come across a yacht, then are confronted by a thief named Yoshimura, played by Akira Takarada. After spending the night on the yacht, the men find themselves out in the ocean, but as a typhoon comes along, the yacht is attacked by Ebirah, and the men become stranded on Lechi Island, which is taken over by an organization called the Red Bamboo. Eventually, they discover that Yata, Ryota's missing brother, is on the island, and the rest of the film is the group trying to outsmart the Red Bamboo and escape the island. So that sums up the human plot. What about the monsters? Well, Ebirah is controlled by the Red Bamboo and takes care of anyone who dares to escape the island. As for Mothra, she doesn't really do much other than help get everyone off the island, as it's self-destructing in the end. Now Godzilla, and yeah, it's pretty obvious that his role was meant for Kong. He finds an interest in the character Dio, one of the natives played by Kumi Mizuno, and you don't see him fire his atomic breath as much as he chucks boulders, which I will say does make Godzilla a pretty resourceful creature. Oh, and there's a giant condor that comes out of nowhere. They basically took an old Rodan prop, slapped feathers on it, and called it a new monster. One thing to note that this is the first Godzilla movie to be directed by Jun Fukuda, whose prior works include Rodan and The Secret of the Telegen, and instead of Akira Fukubi, Masaru Sato, who previously did work on Godzilla Raids Again, Half Human, and The H-Man, composed the score. And on top of that, this is the first Godzilla film where an island is the main setting. As a result, Ebirah Horror of the Deep would become a fan favorite among the fanbase, as it is praised for its human story, Jun Fukuda's directing, Sato's scoring, and the overall aesthetic of the film. Although it's not necessarily a great film, everyone's already talked about how Godzilla looks like the Cookie Monster, and the suit doesn't look so good towards the end of the film. And the monster action is, well, just see for yourself. But overall, it's an enjoyable film that's pretty underrated in my opinion. This would also be the start of a sort of transitional period for Godzilla films, as they've gradually become more family-friendly and aimed more towards children. That's all I have for today's History of Godzilla. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys later.